Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a nice looking sidebar menu using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So this is the menu. When I click on this hamburger icon, as you can see, the menu opens up with some nice icons and a background effect. And when I click on the X, it slides back out and the icon turns back to the hamburger, to the 3 bars. So this is what we're gonna do. So without further ado, let's get started. I have an empty folder here on my desktop and I opened it with my text editor, which in my case it's brackets. I'm going to create the index.html file, the style.css, and I'm going to open the file in the browser. Okay, so it's empty, of course. And I'm going to start with the index.html file with the basic structure first. I'm going to make some space below. After I create the structure in the HTML page, I'm going to zoom in for the mobile phone user. So stay tuned for that if you're on a mobile phone. So I'm going to change the title to sidebar menu. I'm going to link my style.css, so style.css. And I'm going to go to Font Awesome to get these icons. I'm going to click Start Using Free. Copy this link right here, this code, and paste it right here. Alright, now I'm gonna create a div with a class of sidebar, and inside this div I'm gonna put an UL, and inside the UL an li element, inside the li an a element, and I'm gonna go and grab an icon, the first icon. So I'm gonna say search for home. Okay, wait for it to load up. Click here to copy the HTML and paste it right here inside inside the A tags. And if I refresh my page, we can see we have the home right here. Now I'm gonna copy this, let's see, 5 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna go and look for other icons, and I'm gonna search for let's say user. Open this in a new tab. Cogs. Here, let me see. We have cogs right here. Wrench. We have this key right here. Tools. Open this one, and lock. So we have this, where's the lock? There it is. Okay, this is it. I'm gonna copy the code for the user, go back here and replace this. Now the cogs, paste it here. The wrench next, so copy, click to copy, and paste here. The tools, paste this one, and we have one more, the lock, copy here to copy HTML, and paste it in here. And let's refresh our page. As you can see, we have our icons right here. If I zoom in here, you can see them. Okay, now I'm gonna put one more thing right here, which is actually, I'm gonna do this after that, but now I'm gonna zoom in for the mobile users. I hope this is enough for you guys. So we have our basic structure right here with the title, our link to our font awesome, and we link the style.css right here. Then in the body I created a div with a class of sidebar. Inside the div an UL and another list, and we have li elements. Inside the li is a link element, and we have some font awesome icons, so I elements with some classes. FAS, FA-home, this is dash user, the other one dash cogs, dash wrench, dash tools, and dash lock. Okay, now I'm gonna zoom out again. Okay, so let's go to the style.css now and begin with our styling. So first I'm going to create some space here, and I'm going to select everything with an asterisk. I'm going to use the before and after pseudo selectors and say margin 0, padding 0, box sizing, set it to border box. Okay, now for the background, I'm gonna say AF 8F36. Let's check it out. Right, we need to select the body. Right, sorry about this. And put it in here, of course. There it is. Now select the div with the class of sidebar, and I'm gonna say float left. Give it a width of 120 pixels. A height, set it to 100 viewport heights to take up the whole height of the screen. A background, give it a 6E36AF. Set the overflow to hidden. And transition 0.5 seconds. Okay, there it is, our sidebar with the background, the purple background. Now we need to, I'm gonna select the UL. So I'm gonna say sidebar UL and remove the bullet points. I'm gonna set list style to none. Okay. Now I'm gonna select the links. So sidebar UL LIA. I'm gonna say text decoration, set it to none. Color of white, so FFF. A height of 100 pixels. A width of, set it to 100%. Font size 40 pixels. Line height, set it to 100%. 100 pixels. Display block, text align center, and transition 0.5 seconds. As you can see, our icons are they look as they should. Now I'm gonna create the hover effect. So sidebar UL LIA column hover, and I'm gonna say background 5D2E94. And let's take a look. When we hover it, it's a little darker purple. Okay, and now I want to zoom in a little bit, so go to the top for mobile phone users. I hope you can see it. So we selected everything with the asterisk, selected the before and after, removed the margin, the padding, and set the box size into border box. We gave the body a background. We selected the div with the class of sidebar, floated left, give it a width, a height, the purple background, set the overflow to hidden, and we're gonna do the transition shortly. We removed the bullet points of the UL, and we styled the icons. We selected the links, removed the underline, gave them a white color, height, width, font size, line height, set the display to block, align the text center, and we also created the hover effect on the icons. Now I'm gonna zoom back out. Okay, go back to the index.html for a bit, because now we need to put our button, our hamburger. Excuse me. So I'm gonna go below the div with the class of sidebar and create an A element with the class of button. And I'm gonna say for the content, I'm gonna go back to Font Awesome and say for search for hamburger, and I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna click to copy the icon and paste it inside the A tags. So now if I refresh the browser, as you can see, it's right here. I'm gonna zoom in. You can see it right here. Now we need to go back to the style.css. Actually, first I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see it. It's nothing special, just an a element with a class of button and our icon inside from Font Awesome. Zoom out, go back to the style.css, and I'm gonna go here at the bottom of the page and say button to select that element, and say float left, padding 27 pixels top and bottom, 20 pixels left and right, font size set it to 40 pixels, text decoration none, and for color let's give it a dark gray, so 333. I'm gonna zoom in for the mobile phone users. So this is the mobile styling right here, float left, padding, font size, text decoration, and color. And let's see what it looks like. As you can see, it's right here. Now we just need to create the slide effect using JavaScript, and for that I'm gonna first we're gonna hide it initially, and for that I'm gonna go in at the div with the class of sidebar, so up here, and I'm gonna say margin left minus 125 pixels, and that should hide it. As you can see it disappeared. Now first I'm gonna zoom out, and now I'm gonna go below this link right here, put some script tags, and inside the script tag first I'm gonna create a couple of variables. So let btn equals document.query selector, and I'm gonna select the div I'm gonna select the button, so the link with the class of button, so that button, and I'm gonna put a comma. I'm gonna create another variable called side, and in here I'm gonna say document.query selector, and say .sidebar to select the sidebar. Okay, and now I'm gonna select the btn, so and I'm gonna add an event listener, so add event listener, click function, and inside here I'm going to put an if statement, so if, and now we're gonna check btn.inner html equals, use the triple equal, and inside here I'm gonna put I'm gonna select the content of the link of the hamburger menu item, so this the 3 bars. So if it's equal to this and we clicked it, I'm gonna say btn.inner html equals 1 equal this time. I'm gonna go back to Font Awesome and say close, search for close, and we're going to select an X item. Let's choose this one. Click here to copy it, and so if it's equal to this one, we're gonna change it to the X. Okay, else if btn.inner html triple equals, and this time if it's equal to the X, I'm gonna open curly braces and set it, but btn.inner html equals, and set it to the 3 bars. Okay, and let's take a look. So if I click this, as you can see the icon changes if I zoom in, but we need to slide it to slide the menu, and for that so after we clicked this button, I'm gonna say side.style.margin left equals 0 pixels, and for this one side.style.margin left equals minus 125 pixels, and that should solve our problem. As you can see, now it works properly. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for those on mobile phones. So I really hope it's kind of hard to see, but I'll do my best. So below this button, and this button is this one right here, I put some script tags. I created variables in which I saved this button and the sidebar. So btn document.query selector.button and side. I selected the sidebar, and I added an event listener, a click event, an event listener to the button. I set it to click event, and this function, I have an if statement, and I'm checking the content of this button. So right now it's this I with the 3 bars, and if when we click it, the content is those 3 bars, we're gonna change the inner HTML to the X icon, and also we're gonna set the margin to 0 because initially it is set to minus 125 pixels. So this will make the menu slide from left to right, slide from the side into the screen area. Else if, so if when we click the button, the icon is the X icon, it will change it to the 3 bars, and the margin will be set back to minus 125 pixels, and the menu will slide back out of sight. So I'm gonna zoom back out now. So this is the effect. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smash that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, also share this video, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.